So, if you think about a child and how they are born into this world, they know nobody, and like in their physical form as this new being on this planet, they don't know anybody. I do believe, they chose us. Children chose us to be their guardians on a soul level, but with that, they don't have that awareness right away, or maybe they lose it and they have to gain it. I'm not sure. It's still something like, I don't know. But I do believe that they chose us. But at the same time, they come into this world and we have to create that safety for them by being safe for ourselves and for them, and letting them know, like, it's safe to feel these emotions that you have. It's like getting them comfortable with being who they are, honoring their emotions and themselves, and knowing that everything's temporary. So by being a safe place for them emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, they grow up and they don't develop these codependency habits, and they don't attract relationships that are toxic. Because when children grow up in environments where yelling is normal, where abuse is normal, they think that's how the world works. This is how relationships are supposed to look. They don't know any different. So it's no wonder we have generations of people that have continued these cycles of abuse and unhealthy relationship dynamics, because that's all they've ever known. So they cling to that. And if they're not aware of their own unconscious or subconscious behaviors, then they'll never grow out of that. So the important part about acknowledging our patterns and behaviors is seeing where they stemmed from. And they always, almost always, I would say always, stem from childhood. What we learned, what we were taught was normal. The behaviors and patterns we picked up from our parents, from the peers around us. And then we develop fear of judgment, fear of abandonment, codependency habits, because we were not taught that who we are is worthy of being loved, of us loving ourselves. We weren't taught boundaries. We weren't taught anything that made us our own individual, so that we feel confident being who we are. We were just taught to mold ourselves into everybody else. So, yeah, it's very challenging being a mother, and I'll say a father, in this day and age, during this time, when we are having to heal through what we experienced as a child, reprogram our mind, develop healthier habits and behaviors, so that we can pass that wisdom to our children. And during this, we do things we're not proud of. We yell, we have moments where we feel all this rage and we don't know how to navigate it, and then our children suffer because of it. But as we're doing this, it's so important to give ourselves grace, and then to reconnect with our child and let them know that, mommy was angry. It's not your fault. You're just being who you are. And I love you. I apologize. I'm sorry if I hurt you. And then giving them space to talk and to let them know how the interaction made them feel. Because the accountability is vital, and they will learn the importance of taking accountability, the importance of reconnecting, and what healthy connections look like and feel like. Nobody's perfect. It's just about how you navigate that afterwards too, and recognize your behavior during, so that you can consciously make a change. So yeah, whew, this is real work here, okay? Self-mastery is key to developing anything that is fruitful and thriving in your future. When you can master your own emotions and your own vices, you will thrive in life, and your children will thrive. So that's just the message of the day, okay? I love you all. Have a beautiful one.